All right, what's going on today, you guys? We are going to work for 30 seconds at each exercise, which I've marked by the letters, going through 5 times for 20 minutes total. So one round will equal 4 minutes, including our rest there at the bottom for letter H. Our elevated push-ups, you can totally modify this as needed. The elevated push-ups are going to be a challenge, so if you're having a hard time, maybe try a low to high plank, or even just elevate the ball a little bit higher, maybe put it on top of your couch or something. The wall facing overhead squats, you do want to be as close as you can to that wall, and I'll demonstrate that as you can see. Decline mountain climbers, if that's too challenging, just keep your hands on the ball while you do mountain climbers. Totally another viable option. The back extension, I do recommend putting your feet against the wall, and I'll do that the first couple times, but the second couple I won't. And then last, our tricep press, we really want to make sure we hit a few key points, so I'll make sure to touch on those once I'm demoing. Otherwise, let's get started with the warm-up. All right, you guys, we're going to start with jumping jacks. We have butt kicks. And moving into high knees. Next we have scissor jacks. And side to side speed skaters. To those high knees. Fast sprint, fast sprint. Let's go quick, quick, quick. Okay, go ahead and rest. From here, we're going to keep our feet together, keep our legs as straight as we can, and walk out inchworm into a plank. Give me one shoulder tap each side, one full push-up, getting the chest to the floor, and one opposite to knee, knee to elbow. We're going to press back to a downward dog, driving the heels towards the floor, finding length in the spine, looking at the belly button, lengthening the back of the legs. Shift back to the plank, 2 shoulder taps each side, 2 push-ups, and 2 knee to opposite elbow tucks. Press back to that down dog again. Notice how my tailbone is pointing at a 45-degree angle. Press back to that plank, 3 shoulder taps each side, 3 push-ups, 3 knee to opposite elbow tucks. Downward dog. Again, heels down, press forward into the floor. Take that left hand and reach for the right leg, looking through the right armpit. And switch sides, same thing, looking through that armpit. And walk those hands back to your feet. Hang out at the bottom of your forward fold just for a moment. Get a nice stretch in the back of the legs. Shake out the head, make sure you're hinging from the hips. And from there, we're going to stand up and drop down for some squats. So feet about hip width apart, maybe a little bit more. Toes pointing out, pressing the knees apart as you squat, driving the heels down. And arms up, biceps by the ears, overhead squats. Give me a couple of those. Next, we're going to keep our feet hip width apart, arms overhead, and push our hips back for overhead deadlifts. So knees stay over the ankles, hips move back, bring the chest forward. We're hinging from the hips. Nice flat back, keeping that chest proud. Next, we're going to alternate for lunges. 2, 3, 4 with arms overhead. 5. Good. All right, next. Moving on, back onto the floor again. We're going to get into a plank. We're going to alternate shoulder touches. So notice my fingers are nice and wide. My hips are flat. My belly is in. And speeding it up with plank jacks. Back to those shoulder taps. And mountain climbers next. Let's go. Good. Fast feet, fast feet. Keep it quick. And rest. All right, forward fold again. Shake it out. Take a deep breath. And then we're going to find some really big arm circles backwards, taking it through our full range of motion. Slow and controlled. And forwards as well. Next, we're going to roll those shoulders back and down. And roll out the neck. Finally, coming down to a runner's lunge, get a nice stretch in that hamstring and that quad and hip flexor. All right, forward fold, and let's get ready for the demo. So our first exercise to start, you guys, is going to be those elevated push-ups, hands on the ball. If you're having a hard time here, you can either go on your knees or just elevate that ball a little bit higher, but keep it against the wall. From here, getting as close as you can, keeping that ball less than an inch away from the wall. One overhead squats. This is really going to force that upper back to engage properly. Heels down. And next we're going to come out for mountain climbers. So again, you can have your hands on the floor like I do. I recommend pointing your toes. I was trying to curl my toes under. I thought it would be a little more stable, but this way seems a little better. And also you put those hands on the ball as well, just like the push-ups, while you do your mountain climbers if needed. Our overhead deadlifts, keeping the ball directly overhead. Now I know that as we do the deadlift, the ball is going to be in front of our heads, and that's fine. We want to keep it right in line with our spine. So if you start to see that ball dropping, you are dropping your arms, you're losing your form. And that back extension, again, I recommend putting your feet right up against that wall, hands behind the head, prisoner style, and breathing out as you extend and squeeze that low back. All right, and we're almost there. Overhead lunges. So again, biceps by the ears, ball directly overhead as we alternate lunges. So I know this is an upper body workout, and I do have us doing some lower body movements, but it's the overhead work that's really challenging you. And last, we have our tricep press. So you're going to keep that ball about chest level, get into an angle like a plank where you feel a little bit of weight, and bend those elbows forward, keeping them tight to a 90 degree. Basically coming all the way down till you touch your hairline to the ball. Should feel that in the core a little bit too. All right, you guys, get ready. We're going to start off round 1 with our elevated push-ups. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Let's get started. All right, get ready for our overhead squats in 3, 2, 1. Right to it, right in front of a wall. Keep those heels down, toes up, Don't let the ball touch the wall. Keep that chest proud. Extend the arms as high as you can. All right, you guys, and let's bring it down for decline mountain climbers. Get started. Our feet for overhead deadlifts. Let's go. Against the wall for back extensions. Begin. Back overhead again for overhead lunges. All right, and tricep press, last one. Guys, go ahead and rest. You have about 30 seconds, and then we start again. All right, you guys, get ready. Elevated push-ups in 3, 2, 1. Right, and moving on to overhead squats. Let's go. And we're taking that ball to the floor for decline mountain climbers. Begin. Guys, and grab that ball for overhead deadlifts. Let's go. on the ball for back extensions, begin. Guys, we have overhead lunges. Let's go. Last one, tricep press, begin. Guys, go ahead and rest. You have about 30 seconds, and then we start again. All right, you guys, get ready. Elevated push-ups in 3, 2, 1. Right, and moving on to overhead squats. Let's go. Getting on the ball for back extensions, begin. All right, you guys, and grab that ball for overhead deadlifts. Let's go. And we're taking that ball to the floor for decline mountain climbers. Begin. Guys, we have overhead lunges. Let's go. One tricep press. Begin. Guys, go ahead and rest. You have about 30 seconds, and then we start again. All right, you guys, get ready. Elevated push-ups in 3, 2, 1. Right, and moving on to overhead squats. Let's go. And we're taking that ball to the floor for decline mountain climbers. Begin. Guys, and grab that ball for overhead deadlifts. Let's go. Getting on the ball for back extensions. Begin. Guys, we have overhead lunges. Let's go. One tricep press. Begin. Guys, go ahead and rest. You have about 30 seconds, and then we start again. All right, you guys, get ready. Elevated push-ups in 3, 2, 1. And moving on to overhead squats. Let's go. All right, and we're taking that ball to the floor for decline mountain climbers. Begin. Guys, and grab that ball for overhead deadlifts. Let's go. Getting on the ball for back extensions. Begin. Guys, we have overhead lunges. Let's go. F1 tricep press. Begin. Guys, that's it. Thank you for watching. Stay strong.